Having a Kundali in your pocket, in your phone, in your tablet will come handy, because whenever there is a transit and you are watching such videos, you can directly go to your horoscope and check how it is related to your own horoscope. How is the Dasha Mahadasha right now running in your life? And for that you can book a Kundali PDF report, which is an elaborate report, a system generated 300 plus pages report, which caters to your need of all the astrology data. It feeds you with not only your basic charts but also detailed Shodash work chart, divisional charts, all the types of Dasha, Mahadasha, Antardashas, and also an overview of 10 years of your life with current year predictions. This gives you a great guidance and a bird's eye view of your life in the future, how the future holds for you, and you can decide for yourself whether you want to take that step that you are thinking of. So book your Kundali PDF today and keep the destiny in your own hands. You will get a bonus numerology section if you book our detailed Kundali PDF. For more types of PDF reports catering to different yogas, catering to all the 20-year analysis, 10-year analysis, check out the website. Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneit Astrology, your one-stop astro channel. Now Venus is about to move in the sign of Cancer, a Jal Tattva Rashi, a water element zodiac sign, and when Venus enters the Cancer zodiac sign, its properties changes into something different. A planet is like an actor and the Rashi is like the resources using which it will react to the situation. When Venus enters the Cancer zodiac sign on 21st of August, this is the time when Venus interacts with the energies of Mercury and Moon, both comfortably placed in the water zodiac sign, in the motherly zodiac sign of Karka Rashi. What will happen? We'll discuss in detail. This is not an ascendant-wise video. I want to create awareness about the transit, and then I will upload ascendant-wise video in the next upcoming video. So stay tuned and subscribe so that you can stay connected with me, and I want you to share this video to your family and friends so that the word of Vedic astrology spreads. Let's start the understanding of Venus in Cancer. And if you have Venus in Cancer in your horoscope, do write your experience in comment section. Venus is a planet that represents relationship, that represents Maya, that represents happiness, experience of luxury. Venus is anything that is Prakriti. Venus or Shukra is a reproductive cycle of the nature. And when something collapses, something begins, something originates, something transforms, it is Venus. When you see a butterfly flying around, when you see a flower, this is Venus. However beautiful it may seem, it is still Shukra, because Shukra defines beauty, luxury, it pleases your senses, and it is responsible for all the personal relations of life, and that is why it is the second and seventh lord. Venus is also the enjoyment of the money, and if Venus is positive in the transit or in your birth chart, it simply means that you will not face any problems in relationship, acquiring wealth, or feeling satisfied. Obviously, the role of Moon is important, because Moon is at the end your mana, how your mind perceives. But when Venus is good, at least it will bring food to the table, and it will ensure that you get to see the luxury and the charm of the Maya. When Venus enters the Karka Rashi or the Cancer zodiac sign, it interacts with the energies of the mind, it interacts with the energies of Moon. Now Moon is another watery planet, and Moon is about your experience, it's about your imagination. And when Venus enters Cancer zodiac, it triggers the imagination of your mind, it makes you very creative. It enables the thought process to go at a very positive and happy state, and that transcends into positive imagination, positive affirmation, into confidence, and that can translate into positive action. So Venus in Cancer is a very, very positive transit, even from the perspective of their own zodiacs, its own zodiac sign. Now, if you see Venus in the Kark Rashi, it is third from Taurus. So when Venus goes in this Kark Rashi, it enables the Taurus actions related to your life. The Taurus area of your horoscope will start showing activity. Wherever Taurus is, it will show positive action and positive activity in your life. Taurus represents wealth, family, and Cancer represents comfort area. So you will start feeling more comfortable with your relations, with your family members, and even if you have any problematic situation in the family, that can get resolved by this simple transit. This transit should not be ignored. Then with respect to Libra, which is another zodiac sign of Shukra, Venus is 10th. 10th from Libra. Libra itself shows equality. So when Venus goes in Cancer, your life is in equilibrium. Your life is little settled. It kind of counters the negative energy of retro Saturn, Sun Ketu conjunction, Mars in Virgo, and Ketu being present, and Rahu being present in the Libra Aquarius axis. When Venus goes in the Kark Rashi, it makes Libra angles of life very active also, but this is the time where you want to bring stability in your life. Venus in the Kark Rashi also aspects Capricorn. Now Capricorn is Kalpurusha's 10th house, and if you see, it triggers business response. It makes you comfortable, it makes you very positive, and now this Venus wants to give you good business ideas. It makes you very creative, and people who are involved in creative field should encash this energy by being very positive, optimistic in their art, in their designs, and especially people who are in textile, jewelry, fashion, retail will see great positive growth when Venus goes in this Rashi. Not only that, Venus is very fond of something that elevates your sensory experience. So you should do the same. To improve the Venus quality, Venusian quality, you should involve more floral colors, floral perfumes, more of white tones, and something very soft, subtle and happy tones. And also try to experience luxury to whatever level you can during this transit. Now, what are the consequences of the Venus in Cancer? This triggers the emotional response in a positive way. You start perceiving relations, you start understanding the other person's point of view, you start thinking on a very softer manner. It kind of manages the feminine energy in the body and mind, and for all the females, this can be a very uplifting transit because this enables the mental state to go on a very optimistic level. This changes the waves of the brain. So listening to a good music, doing something that you like the most will actually make you feel even more happier, even more satisfied. Now, if I have to see the position of planets in and around Shukra, Venus will experience a Sun-Ketu conjunction in the second house. Now, this means that you want to do something, you want to experience, but the Sun and Ketu energy that is in the second house is kind of restricting your experience because of head of the family going against your point of view, or you not having enough wealth. Either of this case, you should not argue, you should not fight unnecessarily. Rather, your mind should be focused more on gaining quality experience, not fighting anyone. Venus will also have Rahu in the 8th house. This can give a lot of occult experience for people who are doing mantra sadhana, especially related to Devi. Yagya, Havan related to Devi, such as Navachandi Yagya, Mata Lakshmi Yagyan, Havan and Pujan, or Shri Chakra related Pujan by a learned Panditjis will actually be great for your Venus and Moon in your birth chart. Now, Venus is going to experience a retrograde Saturn in the 9th and Mars in the 3rd. This is very important because the 3rd house Mars want to take matters in your own hand and you would want to do things that makes you happy. But a retrograde Saturn in the ninth shows the struggle of destiny. That means you would want to do something, but there is constantly going to be resistance. People are going to go against you. You will have to go against the tide. That is where this comfortable transit of Venus and Mercury's presence in Karka Rashi is very crucial to give you that sense of relief, that sense of comfort and belonging, and that sense of being there in the moment so that you can actually do things the way you want. Especially people who have positive planets in the Karka Rashi will benefit more. Now, if you have Saturn in Cancer, Venus transits over your Saturn, which means this is a kind of transit which will give you relief from all the monotony, all the boring, and something that is very continuous. It will give you some creativity. It also makes your land fertile if you are a farmer, and it also gives you a chance to be more creative from the herbs and if you are in pharmaceuticals. If Rahu is in Cancer, then Venus transits over Rahu, which means your natal Rahu, which means Venus kind of brings creativity but in a digital format. So Rahu gives you that expansion, but Venus and Rahu can convert into greed. It can make you do or commit some sin. So be very careful what you're believing and who your guru is. This is definitely the time to enjoy, be creative, and expand, but responsibly. If Ketu is in Cancer in your birth chart, Venus will transit over Ketu, which means this is going to be the time where you will have to be very, very spiritually happy. You should focus more on your inner health, inner happiness, rather than what the world will think. Don't be a people pleaser at this time. Please yourself. Give yourself that bandwidth to enjoy your own company and appreciate yourself, because Venus transit over Ketu is very, very positive to improve the negativity that Ketu might have created. It's like oasis in a desert. And if you have Venus in Virgo, then one remedy I will definitely suggest that you should pray to Mata Mahalakshmi and light a ghee diya in your home temple. These few things will improve the Venus in the birth chart. And if you really want to improve Venus in the birth chart and you really want horoscope specific discussions and answers, you can book my consultation by dropping me an email and I will get in touch with you. So we'll bring another video on different planets and about ascendant wise analysis of Venus transit in the next series of videos. Please subscribe, stay connected. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, namaste. I am on Patreon, and Patreon is a platform where I will upload interesting videos where you can learn astrology. Connect with me on Patreon and we will grow, and I will give you much more deep insights on Vedic astrology, and lot more secrets will be shared there.